Well, hey, G Holla, G dot Holla.
Girl, GeHolla. Charlamagne the God here, man. Salute to you. Okay.
Shout out to Ge Holla, reaching 1 million listeners on his podcast.
Hey, a shout out to Ge Holla.
All y'all said entertainer. Shout out my guy Ge Holla of My Celebrity Life podcast.
Calm. Be calm. We about to let the legendary, iconic singer on. It's okay. If you got to scream, let it out. Here we go. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Welcome to the show, Adina Howard. I really appreciate you calling in. How you doing this evening?
I'm better than good. I'm blessed. How are you?
I am doing well, Divine. I appreciate you asking. All is well in the kingdom. I do have a special co-host on the line. This is her first time co-hosting. She goes by the name of Killer Roses. She is a lifetime fan of yours, and she's probably having a heart attack at this moment, so we may have to call 911. I'm not sure.
Oh, how are you, Queen?
Oh, I am so blessed. How are you?
Better than good, marinated in divine favor. Yes, I'm blessed.
I love it.
Indeed. Good black does not crack. I want to tell you that.
And good babes don't age either.
Hey, now. I was saying, like, what are you drinking or eating or doing? Because I'm like, oh, my goodness, she has not changed. Like, her body is not aging at all. Like, nothing is aging. Everything looks so beautiful.
Thank you so much. I just, one of the things, input equals output. So what you put into your body and how you treat it is what you'll get out of it. And it's important to, especially when you're young, to really do the best that you can to take care of it. Living hard, drinking a lot, smoking a lot, not getting enough rest, and just doing the most when you're young will definitely take its toll when you're older. And one of the things for me when I was younger, I did a lot of working out. At one point in time, I was a vegetarian. I'm vegan now. Let's see how long that lasts, but I'm definitely not going back to meat. So it's a lot of different things. You have to take care of yourself. And then I'm 43 years young, so me growing up when I was in the era that I grew up in, there are a lot of things that weren't in our food, and the processes are completely different than today. So, that doesn't help either. And then I love eating a lot of fruit, and I'm not real big on, sweets and things like that unless I done smoke some.
Okay.
That's right.
I am a traditional card holder. Yes, I am.
Okay, let's say that first. Let's put that out there.
Right. Right, I am legal.
No doubt. Now, I would like for you to look at my portion of this interview as a biopic, kind of like what they did with Tupac with All Eyes on Me, or The Temptations, or an Aaliyah movie. I kind of want you to narrate your own life so we can hear it from your perspective. Because, just like looking at those movies we go to, we're always getting a third party or a second-hand experience about another person. We never really get that directive motive from them. A lot of those movies, they make them after people have long and passed and things of that nature. So I would like to go back to the very beginning of the essence of your life. What music inspired you as you were coming of age into your own?
Oh, my gosh. That's a great question. So growing up, my mother, of course, you always tend to listen to the music that your parents listen to. So there was a lot of Gladys Knight and the Pips, a lot of, Patti LaBelle, a lot of gospel music. We were not allowed to listen to any secular music on Sundays. So Clark Sisters, what is his name? There were so many old school gospel music. I can't even think of the name of this gentleman right now, but there was so much. But as I started, coming into my own, it was Prince, Madonna, Vanity Six, New Kids on the Block. Man, I listened to a lot of Rod Stewart, Layla Hathaway, Regina Bell. Man, who else did I listen to? There was so much music in my life. The DeBarges, and plus I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and that's family. So, there's just a great deal of music. There was really, honestly, at the end of the day, there was not any genre of music that I didn't listen to once I had the ability to just, get away from my mom saying, okay, we couldn't listen to this, when she finally, took off, the chain, so to speak. It was like, okay, I'm running to listen to this music and that music, and I've listened to everything, rock music, R&B, opera, classical. I listen to all of it. I love all of it. And especially when you're an artist, it's important to open yourself to listen to and receive other, genres of music, because it only makes you better.
That's true, and I love that about you. I'm serious. I remember seeing on the interviews, I never met him, but I remember seeing like Tupac was talking about how he loved like Sade, and most people thought that was like the greatest contradiction. It was like, oh, you're making all this other music, and you listen to something that's soft and Sade, and that's amazing that you cross genres yourself, listening to other love ballads, R&B, pop, classical music. That is really amazing. I see now the temperament and the instruments that you are made of, that's inside of you, that vibrates and that elevates in you. And that's why even your music is even timeless, because you put some of your songs on to this day, and people who probably wasn't of age are dancing to it. Like, they're making remix videos to a lot of like the hits from the 90s, which I refer to as the golden era. Now, in your life, you are that thing. You're very divine. In your life,
Thank you.
Looking back at it now, did you foresee any of this in your career?
No, not at all. I was just doing, living and doing what it was I was supposed to do. Really not focusing on the future, because when you're not present to win, you lose. You're so focused on who you want to become and who, what you want to do and how you want to do it, that you're not focusing on what you need to do to get there. So by no means, and it's always a beautiful thing to dream. It definitely is. But don't get so caught up in dreaming that you forget to do what's necessary in the present moment to get to that point.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, on the serious side, I hope you all are really taking on this, and this is some real deep spiritual wisdom knowledge that we need to hear from people that's been in the industry and have lived this life. And for those of you who are trying to get there and get into the industry, Killer Roses, I like to call you out since you're on the phone. I hope that you are taking this in.
Oh, I'm taking notes now. I'm taking notes.
Because this is for free right now. This is game for free that you got to read books to get this. You know what I'm saying? You got to dig deep within yourself and find your soul. She's giving this to you right now. So since she's giving it to you, I'm going to let you come in with your round of questions, and I'm just going to be silent. So the floor is yours, Killer Roses.
I don't know why you do stuff like this for me when you know the skin is. Okay, so. Well, first of all, what advice do you have as far as for women trying to come into the industry? Like, is there anything that you would say not to do besides what you just said? Like, is there anything else you would advise for the women trying to come into the industry?
I always like to tell people what to do, because you can always tell somebody what not to do, but then they're like, okay, so but what do I do? So what you should do is study, know the industry. It is the business of music, not the music business. Although we say music business, it is the business of music.